Hi, welcome back to this channel, Tea Time with Peace and Joy. My name is Doris, and Happy New Year. And so in the new year, I want to share with you a topic that we need to have a new start, and that is forgiving. To start, I want to share with you a story that I read from a magazine that was about 10 years ago. It talks about forgiving. A gentleman, I'll just call him D, and when he was 11, he saw her mom being killed right in front of him with 38 shots. So that was really traumatic to him, and he was lost. He didn't have love at that time in his life, and he started taking drugs, doing drinking, and engaged in any like criminal activities for quite a few years, and it was really hard for him. And one time a neighbor told him who the killer was, and he started getting really upset and really angry as well, and trying to think at night, couldn't sleep, thinking like, what can he do to take revenge, like what can I do? And he started connecting guns and grenades even, and so it's really hard for him and at that time, and he didn't have the courage to carry out the plan, but yet like he is really upset every night. He couldn't sleep, and eventually, luckily I would say, a friend brought him to church. And when he started going to church, he find out that actually his anger is eating him up. It's almost like the anger is killing him instead of killing the killer, right? And so he thought, oh, it's not worth it. And eventually he find the courage at church to just forgive that killer. So I just want to tell you this story because it was really hard for him to forgive, and yet he still did it. So maybe for us, if we decide to let go of certain things, maybe we can. So today I want to start off talking about what forgiving is, and a lot of people may have some myths about forgiving. And so first of all, forgiving is the first step for healing. So that is why I think it is important for us. But we have to control, because you are the one to pick if you want to forgive or not. That is your choice, right? No one can force you to do anything except when you have the choice and you make the decision. And there may be something that is hard to forgive. So for example, people had been experienced sexual violence, or they were abused physically or emotionally. That may be hard to forgive, right? But then your job is just to decide if you want to forgive, if you want to let go, and you are not thinking about the other party's response or how the world is looking at it. It's just yourself. Do you want to let go and free yourself from that anger? So it is your decision. So forgive, first of all, is just a decision to let go of our anger, to let go of our bitterness, if there's any, or any negative emotion inside, right? Related to that incident or that period of time, or whatever that thing that you're angry with. And so that is the first thing. It's just your decision to put those things down. And second, it is not equal to reconciliation. You don't have to be friend with that person yet. That may be the next step, but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be. But just to forgive is just to put it down, okay? And third, it doesn't mean that you agree with what they have done. It just means I forgive you. That is, I put it down. It doesn't mean that I want to be friends with you again. It doesn't mean that I agree with what you did to me. No, not at all. and you don't have to think about the other party. You're just thinking about you, and if you want to put it down. And so now I'll continue to talk about why do we have to forget, like what is good for us, if we forgive. And then the next episode, I'm going to tell you the step-by-step tutorial on how to forgive others. And then the third one will be forgiving yourself. Okay, so there are a lot of advantages or benefits when we forgive others. So first of all, it's really good for our mental health. And so just like the story I told you, because the guy was like really angry, right? The anger was really eating him up, and you don't want that for yourself. And so maybe it's time to put it down. It doesn't mean that you forgive, like it doesn't mean that you agree with what the other person had done. It doesn't mean that you want to be friends with them, to have good relationship with them, to see them often. Like, no, not at all. It's not like that. But if you want to forgive, if you're willing to put it down, the good thing is you won't be hurt by that incident or that period of time again. It will, when you let go, it doesn't have power on you anymore, and that is really important. And you won't be affected by the negative emotions. And also, second, when you are willing to let go, after you forgive, you will be happier. You have more positive energy inside instead of negative energy, and you will be more optimistic, happier, and you will definitely sleep better as well, according to some studies. And there will be the chance of getting depression or anxiety will be lower as well. So that is really good for us. And number three, physically, there may be some differences as well. So for example, the blood pressure is going to go down, and you will have better immune system. And number four, you will have better and healthier relationship, because when you have an unhealthy relationship with someone or a broken relationship with someone, it may affect your other relationship. But once you try to forgive, then if you let go of that, that may be beneficial to your existing relationship that you really cherish at the moment. And last but not least, when you have that you decide to forgive, you may change how you see yourself. You may then maybe an enhanced self-esteem or self-image even. But remember, as I said before, forgiving is the first step for healing. Last but not least, I would love to share a Bible verse with you. Is in Ephesians chapter 4, 26 to 27. It said, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold." And being angry is really common, right? It's really human to be angry. And even when Jesus was here in earth, he got angry, right? Remember the people doing businesses, trading at church. He was angry as well, and want them to live, right? And so being angry, it is okay. It is okay to be angry, but it's a matter of how we handle our anger. So I hope we don't, because of anger, we sin, that is not beneficial to ourselves. And forgiving may be a beneficial thing for you to do in this new year. So this is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. If you find this helpful, share with your friends. We really want to reach out to more people. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel. We have a lot of topics like this. Hopefully they are helpful to you. And click on the bell so you will get the notification when we upload our next video. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.